Home sweet home. Boy, what an adventure that last episode was. On the way back, if you remember, I had to climb up a cliff in order to get back to my bag. But when I finally got there, on the journey back to this place, I found out that that little cliff edge is massive. It goes a long way around. It's like two sections of the map are on completely different cliff edges. It was really weird, and it took me a little while to try and navigate it in the vehicle, but we made it back. Thankfully, we made it back. Anyway, today I'm going to stay a little bit more at home. I'm going to stay around the farm because we need to plant those tomatoes and those blueberries. I'm feeling we need to get some defensive system set up, which is kind of what you half see here. Just playing with an idea. So you've seen everybody using pistons as a crusher to come down from top to smash onto the bottom. I want to see if they work, if they go side to side. So I'm going to have two piston plates, one side, one this side, and they're just going to squeeze in and squash whatever's in the middle or near enough the middle, because this is a really peculiar length, which is why we've got this little bit here. So this side's going to have two pistons on it, this side's going to have one piston on it, and they're going to squeeze over. I've also got all this gear ready, so it should just be a case of putting it down and seeing how it works. I'm also on the long edge, because this is quite a long edge. I want to try a bearing, but I want to try it like a long plate, so it kind of pivots from the corner, so it like go hinge up, boom, and come down. But I've only got a basic controller, and I don't know what kind of weight they'll carry, so I'll use wood blocks to keep it light and see how it goes. And in regards to the farm, I was going on about getting a sensor so that it can sense when a plant is already grown, or already planted rather, so that it doesn't double plant. But I've also come up with this little thing in here. Okay, so if you notice, I've got seeds, then I've got fertilizer, then I've got seeds, then I've got fertilizer, and I'm not entirely sure if this will work or not. But the whole idea is, it's an 18 long plot, but what happens when it plants? It plants here, plants, and it plants the very last thing. But when it goes back, obviously it doesn't double plant this one. So it goes plant, and then it goes plant on the way back. So it's 18 out, but 15 back. But I had a thought, if I can set it up like this, 18 seeds, 15 fertilizer in this kind of order. So this again is a total of 18 seeds, don't be fooled, and then 15 fertilizer. What happens is when it goes out, it'll plant the seeds, but when it comes back, it'll fertilize. Might not make sense, but because we're all ready to fertilize and harvest and whatever else, I'll show you. So plants, last row, but it can't do it again. So fertilizers. It's not doing it. This is what I hate about the chests. Oh, what a waste. See, the way that the chest's set up, whatever I put in this column, it'll always use all of these. So what's happened there is, because I had two sets of tomato seeds, it's kind of took both sets of tomato seeds because it read it from this point. It doesn't empty in a line like you hope it would. So that's kind of screwed me over. So that basically does tell me I do need to put a sensor on here. So what should we do first? Well, being as I've planted and wasted everything, luckily we do have some seeds in here. I'll throw these bad boys in here. But yeah, because we have seemingly now planted and wasted everything, might as well run this out to fertilize. We might as well get the defenses set up first. So that's kind of double fertilizer unnecessarily. And then trying to plant. But there you go. So with that in mind, let's get these farm defenses set up. I might need to turn on the watering. I'm so used to having automatic watering, I keep forgetting this bit. Right. So here's what I'm saying. If I put a flat board here, doesn't need to be too big. Then we need, I've got our pistons. We need one piston here and this one piston here. So we're going to throw down this one level 5 piston. Then we're going to do block. Then we are going to do this piston. Got my button already set up. It's literally just a button at the minute on a post. So I'm going to link these two up. And I'm going to go max. And max. So I want max speed, and obviously I want max range. I will do the same with this one, max and max. So they're both set to max, and obviously we need a plate. Now this little bit here, the reason why I use this meshy stuff is because it's lowest friction. So I kind of need it to stabilize this plate thing, but also I don't need it to stick. I was thinking about filling this entire thing in, but we'll see where we get to when it comes to metal. So, flick the switch. That's pretty nippy. This isn't... How long is this now? We'll put another piston on this side here. Get our other level 5. And it was somewhere in the middle. Somewhere there. And then we'll get this. Right, okay. So obviously we then need to hook that up to the switch. And then we need to also make this range nice. Actually, with these being the fastest, I want these to go the furthest. So, 9. Okay, so at 10, it's 1 block away. That's got 5 blocks to go, so we can wind this one in 5 blocks. So if we put it at 7. Then move this. Hey! So they're like kissing plates now, so that's cool. That's all at fastest. That's all at fastest. So in theory, when we get a raid, this will be like this, and these boys will slam together. I'm gonna go see if I can find a bot to see if I can get this to work. See if I can get this guy out of this building. Hopefully we won't get ourselves killed like we did last time, and if we did, we're right by spawn anyway, so... Okay, so the door won't actually open any further. There we go. Put it nice and wide. Hey, mister. Hey. Come on. Come on. Up the wall. Meet your maker. Okay. I can live with that. It works. It does work. I mean, it's a little bit janky, but it does work. I wish we had a way to remove these bushes, though. So, it does work. It's not so strong, but it does work. Strength will come in more pistons, I guess, which I don't particularly really want to do right now. And our other thing was a bearing. I want to do this. Have a drink. So what I'm saying is, if I put a bearing here, right, and then we run a block out. I don't know how sort of long or wide this block needs to be. It probably doesn't even need to be that big. But we'll run this out kind of full length. Make this kind of as long as... Because it doesn't need to go far back. Like, obviously, when things come up to the wall, they're right up close anyway. So that's there. We'll set up a controller to this bearing, and we'll set up a button. So what we're saying is that needs to rotate plus 90 in order to stand it up, and minus 90 in order to sit down. Will this work, or will it be too heavy? Oh my days. And that should come... Whee! Boom. I don't know how efficient that's going to be or not. I'm going to outline this, I think, though, in metal if we've got enough, because I just kind of feel the little bots are just going to come and have a nabble at it. Of course, doing that, I need to do that. There you go. This is going to make it a little bit heavier. That's the only other issue. That's not even connected to that, is it? Is it? I don't think it is. No, I don't think so. Great waste of time. There we go. What's happened here? Ah, that's why it was capable, because it's not the full length. Ah. Okay. No problems. Will it lift this? It will. Okay. Oh, it's a bit of a struggle, but it does. Bit slow. 2 component kits to upgrade it. Do we want to upgrade it? Yeah, we'll upgrade it. We'll upgrade it 1 more. But I do need to go on a kind of a hunt for some more component kits. Having a look at that. We are a little bit slim. We'll get these 2 out. We'll upgrade that controller. We'll just put these here. I don't know why I'm carrying these around at all. Okay, right. Controller upgrade. Gives me 1 more speed. So then we want to loop. Get it struggling. Whee! Oh, I was hoping it'd come crashing down. Wow! Okay. Why? Whoa. Oh, now it's got me. Oh, dear. Why is it doing that? Well, it's hit the button. That's amazing. So that's going to waste all my seeds. What is this all about? Has it crashed through this as well? Has it took this off? Or did I take that off? Either way, it's completely broke itself. Why is it doing this? Ah, it's broke everything. It sent the harvester AWOL and everything. Okay, so we know that that's not a good thing. Oh boy. So, I don't think that's going to work very well. A little bit thinner now. Maybe this will... Maybe this will work. Maybe. Interesting. There we go. So it goes down. Poor old thing. Oh, how is this broke now? There we go. Okay. Fix this up. Luckily that was easy enough to fix. Okay. It's sort of working. What's it keep hitting on over here? Nothing. Okay. So now that's got in the groove. I don't really know what happened there. Either way, it was not a good thing. Right. So we've got 2 minutes until the raid comes. So if I stand at this end, hopefully there's enough light for you guys. Oh, you see, it comes up sideways. Let's turn it off. I'll take a little bit more length out of it. Find the harvester. What is this thing? Okay, so that's still all intact. Good. Everything's good. Everything's good. Okay, right. Try again. Maybe it's because it's only gone 1 bearing. I don't have any more. I've got 2 minutes. Maybe I've got 1 spare. If I've got 1 spare, I'll throw it down. If I don't have 1 spare, I don't know how long it'll take to make them. No. No, okay. Quick. 15 seconds. Okay, come on. I want to be there for the raid. Yeah, so we might as well take these. This is a sense, and this is a little bit of logic that we're going to use to hopefully point us in the right direction when it comes to setting up the farm. Stop. Oh, uh-oh. Not going to get there in time. I'm not going to get there in time. Because you have to do that, and then you're going to have to do that. Oh, fall over. But not all the way over there. Oh, to... Well, the outside edge. Okay. It's not bad. We can live with this. Oh, you're joking. It's not going to do it. Okay. Can we move these guys over to this piston plate? Come on. Come on. Come on. You still there? That works. The pistons work. They need a little bit of something to keep them a little bit stable, but they work. As for this thing, oh, it's not doing it. See, I've welded the wrong bit to the wrong bit. No, 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 no. Look, look. Just go away a minute. I will need you in a second. You're going to be my crash test dummy, hopefully. Okay, good little fella. Good little guy. Now, if I put this down here, you're going to be bad man and try and break it up. Hmm? Oh, well, that's completely gone wrong, hasn't it? So, yeah. But it does work. At least it does work. Okay, cool. Right, so I'll fix this. And I'll see you guys in the morning when we'll work on the harvester. Okay, so we've got the plate all up and running again. Alright, seems to be okay. Right, so for the harvester, I need it to detect... It needs to be 2 blocks high, this sensor does. So I need this sensor to be on this wooden platform thing here, so I'm gonna have to nick out one of these. So if I go here, maybe. Right, so that sensor's facing in now. Now I don't know how far it needs to see, that's the only issue. So if it sees 2, what we're saying is this. I need another one. I need an AND gate. I need an AND gate as well. I forgot about that. So I need to reverse the signal that comes out of that sensor so that when it sees something, it sends a negative pulse kind of thing. So what I need to say is... So at the minute, that sensor's not going to activate until it sees a block. But when it sees a block, don't want it to fire. So... I don't remember which way it is. No, so when it's activated, when there's nothing, that's on, and then you want into an AND gate, so you need that to be on, and that to be on. And then that will trigger. From the AND gate, that hits the pumps, okay? So you see what I'm saying? So when that sensor that's looking at the soil sees it's empty, stand in front of this one and that little AND gate lights up, which means the pump would fire. If it sees a plant, it should look something like this. So that's on. So then if we stand in front of this, it doesn't fire. That's exactly what we want. Okay, cool. Will this work? So we come from the AND gate to the pump. I've got this set to a range of 2, haven't I? Go away. Have I got it set to a range of 2? So I've got it set to a range of 2. Okay, seeds. And I don't have any seeds. So just grab us some beetroot seeds. We'll throw those in there. Right, so at the minute it should all work as is. Let's go. Right. Okay, now on the way back. Yes! See, it senses that there's a plant, so it's not pumping. Perfecto. So if we have a look in here, we've still got the seeds. That is awesome. That was an easy fix, and the harvester is now more reliable than it ever has been. So we are planting and we're harvesting. All I've got to do is just kind of switch over the seeds into the chest and run the water manually at the minute. Being as we've got loads of paint, I'm going to craft the paint tool. Then I can spray my lights over there white, so hopefully you'll be able to see it a little bit better. A brand new paint tool. We'll get our lights nice and white. That way, at least when it's night time, they should be a little bit more visible. So we should be able to see a few more things. I just threw these down randomly, just in the hope that it'd give me some light so that we can see at night. Right, okay, cool. We are hopefully ready now for the night time. As it's kind of dusky, I just want to say a random tip to you guys. You see how the edges of these blocks are kind of orangely lit? That's because it's taken the light from this light, but we sprayed this white, but for whatever reason the game hasn't kind of updated it. So if you go in and adjust the light value again, see how it's turned the blocks white? That just kind of gets it the right color, so that the rest of your kind of world around you is the color that it should be. At least then you should be able to see a little bit better. Like this. See how it's all orange? See how it's still orange? If I go in here and change it, it's now white. Yeah, it's a weird glitch. Weird bug, but if you're changing the colour of your lights, you're not actually getting the colour that you want, that'll be why. It's nothing too drastic. It's an easy fix. So, as we enter into the last 10 seconds of the countdown. But what will be another small raid, don't get me wrong. We'll activate the plate. I'll go stand by this corner. In the hope that if anything does come, it'll come into these two parts. Be interested to see what this does to these tote bots. They're going to get on top of it, aren't they? I get my hammer out. Get ready. They're too smart. They are too smart. Move away. Ah, it does work. It does work. Come at me, bro. Interestingly, it's not strong enough at the end. And I can see it getting bounced and shook around. So maybe that might not be a way forwards. But maybe if we halved it and had one go down each side, that might work. But yeah, he's just bounced on his noggin. So halfway might be the cut-off point in terms of its strength. Yeah, because it's not happening over this end, is it? So, well, that was an experiment that we needed. It showed whether or not it works or whatever, and it does not. So you live and learn. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll upgrade a few things. I need to go out and get some component kits by the looks of things. I'm very short on supply, so we'll go get some stuff. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye for now. So a massive thank you to everybody that has tuned in for Series 1. I wanted Series 1 to be kind of a little bit from the ground up, the very beginning. Next we'll go into Series 2, and Series 2 will be a little bit more about base building and just the general structures around. I wanted to keep them separate so that they were a little bit easier to follow, and if you weren't necessarily interested in one set of things, you could just jump a whole lot of videos and you could watch the different series instead. So up next, Series 2, where we'll be looking at building a base, expanding the base, and just concentrating on the structures that we need in order to progress. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you again in Series 2. You've been awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that. See you again. Bye for now.